Good morning, everyone. So this morning we're going to do an unboxing of the AVANTREE AURACAST Auraplex MX kit. This is a transmitter and 10 chargeable receiver kit. AVANTREE have said to me that this kit that's been provided for demonstration purposes and trial is a gold standard production unit, i.e. it's one of the first off the production lines for demonstration and test purposes. The packaging, therefore, may not be exactly as the final product. Don't take too much notice of the outside box. This may change when the product is finally released. So let's see what we've got in the box. So opening up, what we come across is a nice hard case. Hard black case, carry case. Nice and sturdily built. And unzipping it inside, what we find is the following. We've got the transmitter unit. This is the Oasis Aura transmitter unit. It has got a swiveling rotatable antenna, which means it can be mounted either vertically or horizontally. As far as inputs, we've got an optical audio, a 3.5mm stereo jack for aux, and we've got a C-type USB for power. My first impressions are from the front panel. The controls look really simple. We've got a source selection, whether that be Bluetooth paired to a phone or a button to select the aux or the optical audio. We've got 3 indicators for what the source is. We've got an Auracast symbol indicator to tell us whether or not the transmitter is transmitting at that point in time. And we've got a global volume up and down button for the source. We have the 10-way charger unit. Again, this is USB-C in. It's got an on-off switch on the front. Each individual charging socket does have an LED. In this case, the text on this says that they will light up red when the unit is charging and go off when the unit is fully charged. Underneath this top flap here, we have the 10 Auracast personal receivers. My first impressions with these is they're lightweight, so from a personal use point of view, they won't hang on clothes too much. Again, we've got some simple buttons and indications across the front. We've got a battery charge status. We've got an audio light, which will flash when it's not receiving an Auracast stream and go orange when it is, solid orange. We've got a volume up and down, we've got a power on off switch. We have got a USB socket, USB-C socket, and we've got a mode select or a stream source select switch. What I will say is the clips on these, I'm actually really impressed with the quality. One, they've got a nice spring action. But secondly, they look robust enough to cope with church life as people borrow these and bring them back. The other thing I'd like to note is that the units are joined with screws. Now, on first impressions, this means that tells me that in theory the batteries inside them are replaceable should the batteries get to the point where they won't charge. I suspect that there will be a way of changing the batteries in these to keep them going for a longer life. Nice, compact, lightweight. Oh, I missed the phone socket on the top. So you can either plug in headphones or a personal T-loop. What else comes with it in the box? Power charger. Now, in the case of me, they did tell me that they'd sent the wrong type for the UK, but it is just a 5-volt USB charger. In this case, 2 amp. So I've got my own one of those that I can use for trialing this system. We've got two USB-C cables, one for the transmitter and one for the charge pack itself. They do supply a 3.5mm to 3.5mm stereo jack cable, and they do supply an optical TOS cable as well. So on first impressions, the charger base looks to be reasonably sturdy. The units slot into it nicely, and there's a nice positive lock when they drop in. In fact, there's a slight magnetic attachment as they drop in. One thing I did notice and would be an interesting improvement for this product is that the off position on the personal receivers is up, and if AVANTREE had made it that a little step on the charger unit here, when you drop it in, if it would turn off the units, that would be a really nice little feature. It doesn't do that at the moment, but that's one thing I thought would make a nice change. So we'll now have a look in detail at the actual personal unit and the transmitter. So next we've got the little personal receivers. Now I really do look quite like these. Small, compact. We've got the on-off switch on the side. We get a nice clear battery level indication. As you can see up there, at the moment I've got the flashing audio light telling me I'm not transmitting an Auracast signal, and therefore the unit's not picking it up. There is a USB port on these. My understanding is there are some features coming that will allow you to group receivers together, I presume to fix them to an Auracast stream, and preload them with password settings. We've got the volume up and down. We'll see when I trial these what sort of volume range you get out of them. And we've got the charge ports on the bottom that connect into the charger unit. So a bit of a closer look at the transmitter. One thing I will say is it's really diddy, smaller than I expected from the online pictures and photos. As I say, really nice clear display on it as far as what the functionality is. It's really lightweight. It is really designed to sit on a desktop. There is no mounting attachment points to allow it to be wall mounted. For us, we'll probably look at maybe a 3D printed carry case for this to sit on a wall for our application. Maybe that's something that a wall mount bracket would be a good idea. AVANTREE, especially as we've got the flexible antenna to allow it to go either way. Now, audio in is unbalanced 3.5mm stereo jack, commercial audio standard, so that's minus 10 dBV. You do have the option of optical. Now, I would say that these types of inputs are mainly designed for the types of unit that AVANTREE designed to go behind televisions. We all know in churches we're more likely to have a balanced output from our mixing desks or our audio mixing consoles. Some of us might be lucky and have a set of balanced jacks that could be monoed out to feed into this, both of which could be done by converted using an audio balancing unit, a reverse DI box. I'm not too concerned with that, but again, I think from a product development and moving into a market for these, which is a more professional audio market, professional venue market, then a unit with balanced TRS jacks on it or XLRs would be an improvement. Other than that, I'd say it's lightweight, but it does seem pretty robust. It's not a unit you're going to be moving around much. So from that point of view, it looks like it'll do the job. So to sum up the unboxing, well, The unit and the kit comes nicely packaged. The quality of the product looks okay. Very lightweight, but robust enough. I will leave in the description a link to the AVANTREE website for this product. And over the next few weeks, we will be trialing this product within our church environment, gaining some insights from the end users, both those that have Auracast capability within their hearing aids already, and those that would normally use our T-loop. We do have some personal T-loops to use with these, and we will be giving them out for people to try. I will also do a video later on of setting up the transmitter via the AVANTREE Updater application, being able to change the name of the audio stream. I'm just waiting some further information from AVANTREE about that process and capability. I'll also be generating a QR code that will allow our users to access the stream once the unit is in place within our building. That will be a temporary install in our current building as we move towards completion of our new building, which is where the end use for this product is going to be. Well, we'll take you further on the journey later on as we trial the AVANTREE Auracast product, and I hope you'll follow along with us on that journey, and this video has been useful. Cheers, bye.